Hello everyone, this is SWTOR here, back with a Nostalgia Republic video. Today I have for you guys a Nostalgia Republic discussion video. In today's Nostalgia Republic discussion video, we're just going to be talking about the Knights of the Fallen Empire story. Now this is going to be going over chapters 1 through 15. It's not going to be going over the final chapter, but we're just going to be talking about, the Knights of the Fallen Empire story, all the stuff about it. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy this Nostalgia Republic, discussion video. As always, if you guys enjoy these videos, then make sure to leave a like. And if you guys want some nice gaming glasses, then check the link down below. No scope gaming glasses, but yeah. I hope you guys enjoy this video. And I'll see you guys in the discussion. Alright, guys, let's get into the discussion right now. So as you guys know, in Nostalgia Republic, there is the new, not really too new, but there is the expansion, Knights of the Fallen Empire. And with this expansion, they allowed us to get to level 65. They, revamped some of the flashpoints in the operations to, cater to level 65. And then, of course, we got the new story, which is, there's 16 chapters. Now, there's currently, at the time of recording this video, chapters 1 through 15. But, I mean, honestly, let's be real. With the last chapter, it's really just going to be a big fight with Arkin and whatnot. But, I mean, even that, I just wanted to go over kind of, my opinions and views on it. Now, honestly, the story in the beginning, I say, chapters 1 through 9, it was a good start. Of course, we just figure out, what has happened to Vitiate and how he's Valkorion now. Which, I mean, they still haven't really explained that too well. But even then, they still have that in a sense that, Valkorion is, Vitiate, and then Vitiate's Valkorion. So we do have that right there. Obviously, we supposedly get, we get put into Carbonite. And then, it's 5 years, you have the Eternal Fleet just destroying everything. And that's kind of like the, the whole entire base for the expansion. Of course, you get freed and then you make an alliance and you're just trying to save the galaxy. But, I mean, that's the whole entire, purpose, just in a nutshell, just a quick summary. Now, I mean, based on what I can see and what I've, after playing it, I feel like, the first 9 chapters, it was good because it had, like, a good flow. And I might be saying this, of course, because I just, played chapters 1 through 9 instantly, just back to back, and then we just had to wait a month every single time. But I don't know, I feel like the chapters in a way are like disconnected. Now what I mean by that is we do have the different chapters where, of course, we recruit different alliance members and we're just trying to stop Arkin. But it feels disconnected because, I mean, in the first few chapters we just see, okay, Arkin is causing all this mayhem. He's trying to take us down, and then we have Valkorion helping us with power. And then in the next chapters, it's just like, we only see Arkin, we only really see Arkin, like, every now and then, like, every 5 minutes. Just a quick little cutscene, maybe actually, like, 2 minutes of just him saying, I hate the Outlander, I'm going to kill him and all this. But he doesn't really do too much. Now, what I liked about the chapter, or the earlier chapters, is when we got to fight Arkin the first time. I mean, the fight itself was really easy. But I wish we had, more moments like that, because it seems like, in the later chapters, it's just him saying, that he's going to stop the Outlander, and then the Sky Troopers are going to stop them, and then he never actually does something. Now, another thing I just kind of noticed is just the fact that when we do these different chapters, how they release them every single month, and then if you just want to subscribe, like, one time to get all of them, you can do that, of course. But I can understand, if you just play them all through, then the flow will be okay. But I just feel like it just kind of like starts going downhill for, I mean, chapter-wise after, chapter 9. I mean, you have chapter 9 where they say, okay, you're going to build this big alliance. You're going to do all these great things. And then every single chapter, it's just like, hey, guys, we're building an alliance. Let's just recruit some people and then be on our way and do a bunch of missions for no reason. Because, I mean, I feel like they don't have a purpose. I mean, obviously they do have a purpose in the sense that we're trying to recruit for the alliance and then we're going to take down Arkin in the end. But I feel like there isn't going to be really too much of that, bond in the last chapter that they have. Because, I mean, honestly, it just seems like we just have some people, and then the choices I say that we choose throughout the story are supposed to be different. But based on what I've seen for the, past few chapters, there's like, kind of, in a sense that they do matter, but the only thing they really matter for is if you, like, decide to be stupid, or if you decide to, pick an option where you want to be evil, or you just don't like what a character is doing. So, I mean, even that, you can kill 2 companions, and you can get a companion to leave, you can do all that stuff, but even at the same time, it's just like, I just feel like their choices don't really matter too much, because even if you lose those companions, it doesn't really change the story up too much. Now I understand they're trying to do like a telltale scenario where, you know, obviously it kind of gets similar, you know, to the same outcome in a telltale game, even if you like decide to kill someone off or something. But at the same time, you know, at least it gave you kind of like somewhat different scenes, or like the voice lines and stuff were different. I mean, there is some moments like that, because I mean, if you get KOTFE to leave your group, then of course you can just not have him, so other people will take his place in certain sections of the mission. So I guess that's kind of cool that they have that. But at the same time, I just feel like you know, they don't I just don't know how to really say it. It's just like, it just feels like weird in a sense, like you understand, like, hey, you know, these choices matter, like they can kill off companions, they can make them stay on your alliance or not. But at the same time, it just feels like you say, like, the story, just the way it follows, is kind of like boring in a sense, because then you, like I said, I mean, all it really is for the past few chapters, it's just find a companion, go somewhere, find a companion, go somewhere, find a companion, go somewhere. And then we do have, you know, Valkorion betrays us. Then of course, you know, we have this next chapter right here. I don't know, I've been kind of going everywhere with this discussion, but I mean, just to give a quick summary of what I'm kind of feeling is, like, the chapters, the first few chapters are pretty good because you get a good understanding of, you know, what's happening, what the whole entire expansion is going to be about. But at the same time, I feel like it starts to really slow up. Yeah, it really starts to slow up towards like the middle section, and then we're getting all the way to the end, of course. Which, I mean, it's kind of good, I guess, 'cause, I mean, even then, the little plot twist at the end of chapter 15 was kind of predictable, honestly. But at the same time, it's like, you know, it gives a different change of pace, so we can be like, oh, hey, you know, this is what season 2 is going to be about. So we don't have to deal with the fact, like, okay, you know, Arkin, he's getting kind of boring. We're going to have to deal with him in this season. Because, I mean, honestly, based on what I've seen and what, you know, just through the story, it feels like they didn't really, like, go too much with Arkin. I mean, in the towards the beginning, you just kind of realize, that, you know, hey, he's, like, this brother, and he's being, like, a scumbag and just completely, like, just taking over the father's throne, and he wants to kill, you know, Valkorion. And, I mean, he's being evil like that, but at the same time, we don't get enough, like, character development with him towards the end, because, I mean, it just seems like you just see him every now and then, and he's just getting angry because he wants to kill the Outlander, and he wants to kill his father. So you do have that right there. But even then, you know, it just seems like we don't get too much, you know, details with him. I mean, we start to get more information with the Alliance, because every now and then, you know, you keep on having the chapters where you learn more about the Alliance members, which is really nice, of course, because if you start to learn more about the Alliance members, it does help with, you know, hey, these are the people that you're going to be fighting with in the Knights of the Fallen Empire story. So you get to understand them, but I feel like they should have gone a bit more into, you know, Arkin's story and just all that different stuff right there. Another thing that is going to be really, you know, interesting to see with the final chapter is going to be how they're going to deal with, you know, having that droid, you know, Scorpio. They're going to have her right there. And then they're going to have Arkin, so they're just going to, like, fight at the same time. I really have no clue. That seems like it's going to be, you know, cool to see how they do the last chapter, because I feel like it could be really good. But yeah, to just sum it up, of course, I think Knights of the Fallen Empire, it does have some flaws in a sense, you know, with just the pacing and whatnot, but even then, you know, it still is a really enjoyable story. And I think that's the main thing that matters, is if you're enjoying the story, or rather you're enjoying the game, that's really what matters. Now, I wouldn't say, you know, it's like 10 out of 10. This is the best story that has ever came out in a game. Amazing. But, I mean, it's good in a sense. I mean, it's good to just go ahead and just play it. You know, if you just want to play something, you can be like, hey, you know, I can play the Knights of the Fallen Empire story. It's something that, you know, I would definitely play. I wouldn't play it multiple times, but I would probably play it, you know, one time through, maybe a second time possibly. But I feel like after you constantly play it, it would start to get a bit boring. But that's, you know, it's kind of like that. That's just my view on chapters 1 through 15. I assume chapter 16 is going to be pretty intense, because it's going to be the last chapter for this, you know, season of Knights of the Fallen Empire. So, yeah, it'll be cool to see what happens in the end of it all. So, I hope you guys enjoy this SWTOR discussion video. I hope you guys enjoyed this SWTOR discussion video. As always, if you guys enjoyed these videos, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.